We're joined by Hampden-Sydney College football coach Marty Favret. They were picked number 2 in this year's preseason poll. Coach, talk to us a little bit about, last year coming from that season, coming into this year where you had to do a little bit of teaching last year for some younger guys coming through your squad.
Yeah, I was proud. I thought our kids, at one point we were 6-2 last year. Kind of stumbled down the stretch. That was disappointing, but a lot of young guys got some valuable experience. As you know, we had a real big senior class 2 years back, and now these kids are hopefully ready to take it to the next level. One of the first things I said in our meeting is it's been a decade since we went 2 years without winning the ODAC. So we're hungry to get back in that spot, and kudos to Washington Lee for pulling off a great year. But obviously it's a fresh slate for everyone now.
Now, let's take a look at the offensive side of the ball first for you. You do have your quarterback coming back, and I believe you do have a top wide receiver as well coming through, one of your all-conference players. Talk a little bit about what you expect from your skill positions in the passing game, but also who might tote the ball for you in the running game.
Well, JJ, we've had a lot of success with senior quarterbacks that are multi-year starters. So, Edgar Moore had flashes of brilliance last year and had some games where he struggled. Seeing a different kind of kid out there in the spring in this August. So I'm looking forward to him having a big year. Cam Johnson, kind of in the long line of real good receivers we've had here. Holton passed him the baton last year, and he had a great season, first team all-league, as you mentioned. And he's going to be our go-to guy. We like what we have up front. The running back situation is going to be a little bit by committee. Mike DeMasi, who made some plays for us last year, will be our starter. Javon Burton, who was our starter last year and got hurt in September, he comes back. Hopefully he'll rebound from a knee injury. So we got some kids there we're excited about. And
let's switch sides and talk a little bit about defense this time. I think you have a key player to return at each of the 3 spots on your line and your linebackers in the defensive backfield, but you also have experienced players back at each of those spots too. Talk a little bit about your defensive unit.
Well, they fly under the radar. We were the best defense in the ODAC last year, and that was with a lot of young people playing. Our defensive line has a chance to be, almost as good as the real Riggenbach units from the 8 and 9. We got a lot of experience there, some kids we like. Secondary, some new guys are going to have to step up. I think everyone in the league sort of deals with the same thing, but Brian Gwaltney's a kid that we think can be a star for us.
And let's finish up here by taking a look at what you feel like you see from the ODAC this year. We had a WNL team kind of resurgent last year, show up with their rushing game, but what do you see from the conference this year?
I see a lot of close games. I really do. I think, and I say it every year, you got to take care of your home base. You got to win your home games and then go on the road and try to win a few. I would be surprised to see a team go through undefeated like we saw last year. But you throw a net over about 4 or 5 teams and it's coming down to field goals at the end of the game. We referenced the 1 yard we couldn't get against WNL. We could have tied them here. We couldn't get it on 4th and 1. So it's that kind of league. And it makes us all have gray hairs, but it's what makes the league great.